welcome to Malinalco. Today we are in this town about 2 hours from Mexico City. I was a little bit nervous because it rained so much yesterday, but it is actually really beautiful and sunny, which is great because we signed up for this kind of hike river water tour that we're going to do. There's a really cool one that's super long that includes a lot of like jumping and rappelling, but during rainy season they don't do that, so it's only available from November to May, and we're here in July, very end of July. And so we instead are doing like a hike, also still with water, but it just won't be as like extreme, I think. Super excited though for it. We got here, we left at 8, got here a little bit after 10. Our tour starts at 11, so we're just filling out papers and getting ready to go, and we're excited to share that with you. We finished the tour. We started at about 11 and got back probably about 3:30 or 4. It's really cool. They take you to a river that feeds into the canyon, Garganta de la Iguana, and it's really fun. Because of rainy season though, you can't go inside the canyon, so you jump off some ledges into the river, you do a zip line, you float in the river walk, so that part's really fun, and then the canyon looks beautiful. I'd love to come back and do the full tour where you get to go into the canyon, because there's a whole nother 2 kilometers that you can do. The 2 jumps that we did, one was 2 meters and the other was 6 meters, which is a lot higher than it sounds. I was a little bit nervous, and there's some in the full tour that are like 25 meters. We went with Malia Ventura and it was really fun. We liked them. We liked that we could pay online. Some of the other tours you have to pay either at an OXXO or like pay a deposit when you get here. So if you're trying to plan in advance, that's a really good option. And they also gave you food. So for like the 700 pesos, I think including the food, it was a pretty good deal. They did mention that they're able to do tours if you don't speak Spanish. They have like kind of translators, or just with kind of signaling what you should do. So definitely worth it. It was super fun. We're now here in El Centro, and we're just going to check out some of the sites close within the town of Malinalco. We are walking around Malinalco, and like I think I said that there's a Zocalo, which is typical of most Mexican towns and cities, the big center square with the cathedral. There's actually no Zocalo here. There is a little plaza that we were at earlier, and instead of a Zocalo, they have a giant garden. So in front of this convent and the parroquia church is this big open kind of field with some trees. It's really pretty. The market is in front of it as well, so we got some ice cream, and really a lot of the food looks so good. Lots of fresh fruit, souvenirs, so we're probably gonna go back and get more food. Then when we came here to the garden, we went into the convent. It's really beautiful. There's these incredible murals that are very unique. It's not like anything I've really seen in Mexico before. And it has a mixture of Catholic and indigenous themes. The people who painted it were indigenous, even though it's a convent where the Augustine friars live, and there's currently 5 here right now. So like they're still currently here. You cannot go in by yourself and just wander. You have to take a tour, but the tour is free. It's just highly recommended that you tip your tour guide. It's really informative. I had a hard time hearing a little bit because it's kind of echoey in there, and our group was a little bigger, and it's also in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, you're gonna have an even harder time understanding, but it's really just impressive, the murals. They're from the 16th century, and there's some that are in the church that's currently closed because it needs to be repaired, that are original, that didn't need to be restored because they just still look really good. The ones that we saw in the convent, they've been restored various times, and they look great though. It's a really cool, awesome experience. I would highly recommend visiting when you are here in Malinalco. We are finishing up our day in Malinalco. We spent some more time exploring the market again after checking into our Airbnb. The market is super fun. There's all different kinds of food. I tried something called a taquito de nata, which is actually bread, not like an actual taco, but it was really yummy. We bought cheese, we brought souvenirs, lots of handmade stuff, and then we just kind of wandered the streets. They're all really pretty, super great if you want to take some pictures. Really the main other thing that you can do here is check out the archaeological site. We were unable to do that with doing a day trip. You kind of have to choose between the archaeological site and doing like a tour with the water, because the archaeological site's only open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So your tour is likely going to be during that time, and you're not going to be able to do both in the same day. And since it's open so late, we're not gonna be able to go tomorrow morning because we have to head back to Mexico City early. Malinalco is only 2 hours from Mexico City, so it's relatively close, and I'd never heard of it. It's pretty popular for people from Mexico City to come visit, or los chilangos, they come out to visit. And so definitely a unique place that maybe a lot of people haven't heard of. It's super cute. The streets are just so colorful, and there's lots of flowers. We're also here during rainy season, so it is a little bit greener. Some of the other towns that end up being pueblos mágicos end up kind of getting expensive, but it's been super fairly priced here, so I'd highly recommend coming for a visit, especially if you're looking for a fun mixture of beautiful town and outdoor activities. Hope that you have found this video useful. If you have questions, let us know, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions about really Malinalco or traveling in Mexico. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.